Welcome to a presentation of Mountain Crest High School Sports on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by Castellite Brick and Tile, the Mountain Crest Boosters, Les Olson IT, Lana Powell State Farm, Adams Wealth Advisors, DD Auto Salvage, Preston Watts Auto Collision, Planet Fitness, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, and Cache Valley Daily. Now, it's time for the Mountain Crest Mustangs on 107.7 KLZX.
Hello and welcome in, everybody, to Hiram, Utah. It is time for football season in the great Cache Valley. South End, Hiram Mustangs taking on the Uintah Utes in the season home opener for the Mustangs. We're excited to be here with you on 107.7 KLZX. I'm your voice of the Mountain Crest Mustangs, Cody Olson, joined here in the booth by myself. It's me only tonight. You get me and my wonderful wife, Melissa, who's going to be manning the camera. We're going to be a two-man wrecking crew tonight. Absolutely the best you've ever seen. We're excited to be here with you. What an incredible crowd that we have here out in Hiram tonight. Neon out, and then the stands are shaking, and they were filling up about an hour before the game even started today. Welcome in to a beautiful day. I mean, fantastic. A few thunderclouds had rolled through a little bit earlier. Now very, very pretty. Getting a great shot of the landscape. Blacksmith Fork immediately behind our football field today. And we're getting ready for some Mountain Crest football. Mustangs started 1-0 in the season. And the game against East, that was last week. In that game, they delivered a statement win on the road 38-0 in a dominant opener for the Mustangs. Quarterback Braden Larson commanded the offense with over 240 yards passing and 3 touchdown throws. And we're excited to be here with you as, you know, we're talking a little bit more about the Mustangs and what they were able to accomplish in that game. Really, a lot went very well for Mountain Crest. They threw the ball well, they ran the ball pretty well, and they kept East at bay the entire time. 38-0, there's not a whole lot that you could say that's bad about a 38-0 win, but I will be the first one to tell you that there's a lot that Mountain Crest needs to improve upon tonight. More specifically, they went, very low percentage-wise. 1 for 5, 2 for 6. On fourth down, they were not able to capitalize in the low red zone, a place in which they've had a real struggle getting to and capitalizing on. Braden Larson had a couple passes go right into the arms of a couple open receivers, dropping it in the open field and in the end zone. That's something that Mountain Crest really wants to go ahead and fix as part of their game today as they take on a Uintah squad that lost in overtime to Murray 38-39. So both of these teams having scored 38 points in their last outing week 1. One came away with a win and giving up no points defensively. The other one gave up 39. In that game, Uintah, absolutely incredible showing from Uintah and what they were able to go ahead and do. In that game, Uintah was able to go toe-to-toe with Murray back and forth. Fantastic offensive action out there for the Utes. And really what they were able to accomplish was just getting points on the board. Their offense is something that we're going to be keeping an eye on here tonight. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, and then come back to you for the remaining portion of our pregame show today, as this is Lana Powell State Farm sponsored pregame show. Don't go anywhere. We're getting ready for Mountain Crest football here at Hiram, or rather in Hiram at Lynn R. Miller Field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Welcome back to Lynn R. Miller Field as we are here with the Mustangs, who have just barely stormed the field, getting ready for the pregame show hype. We're about 12 minutes away from kickoff time. I am your voice of the Mountain Crest Mustangs, Cody Olson, and I'm excited to be here with you at this current time. Football season, by far, bar none, the most important and fun season that you could possibly ever have, and we're here broadcasting to you live on 107.7 KLZX and on CashValleyDaily.com. So all your friends, anybody that you know that wants to be watching the Mountain Crest Mustangs live tonight, go ahead and tune in. You can listen to my voice exclusively over the airwaves or watch them on both YouTube and on CashValleyDaily.com. Let's go ahead and continue to look at what Mountain Crest did well against East last week. And those of you that were there or those of you that were watching, you were able to see a 38-0, just a dominant win by the Mustangs, but yet there was still meat on the bone. And I say that in the sense that Mountain Crest had a lot of opportunities to extend that lead, to get to that lead earlier, sooner rather than later. There was a lot of missed opportunities by Mountain Crest to be able to capitalize in the low red zone. We're going to try and see if they're going to fix that tonight as they take on a Uintah squad that is incredibly good on offense. This Uintah squad, if we take a look at what they're able to accomplish and what they've done in their game against Murray last week, quarterback Landon Woods had 8 carries, 51 yards, and a rushing touchdown. That was in overtime, wherein right afterwards they attempted to go ahead and go for the 2-point conversion. They were stopped by Murray's defense in a game that ended 39-30. For the passing side of things, Landon Woods threw for 21 completions out of 30 attempts, 249 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an INT. We're going to go ahead and stand aside for our national anthem. We'll come back to you for the final couple minutes of the pregame show, brought to you by Castelite here at Lynn R. Miller Field. Mountain Crest football coming up right after these quick messages.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castelite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castelite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
We Welcome you back here to Lynn R. Miller Field, Hiram, Utah. Mountain Crest Mustang football set to take underway in approximately 8 minutes from now. I am your voice of the Mountain Crest Mustangs, Cody Olson, joined here in the booth with my wonderful wife, Melissa, manning the camera, my superstar, and my number one. Speaking of number one, starting 1-0 on the season for the Mountain Crest Mustangs, 38-0 win over East in a dominant performance out in Salt Lake City. They're going to be hosting the Uintah Utes tonight in their high-powered offense. We're going to get our coin toss in just a moment's time, but let's get another quick look at the Uintah Utes of Region 8 4A. Second-year head coach Francisco Llanos from the University of Southern Mississippi. He's going to be calling the offensive plays tonight, and calling the plays he does a great job of. They averaged 34 points per game last year, 6th in all of 4A. Scored 38 last week in an overtime loss to Murray. It's going to be multiple offenses, but very fast-paced. They're going to capitalize on your mistakes. They're going to make you run. You're going to be really huffing and puffing if you're the Mountain Crest defense. A great litmus test to see what Mountain Crest is really made of. Last week, you take a look at East. You saw what they were able to accomplish. They looked a little bit, discombobulated, disjointed. Uintah, not a discombobulated offense whatsoever. They're going to play a very fast-paced offense today. If we wanted to go ahead, not really important, but we're getting a scooping of the poop on the field as we had a moment of silence for Officer Eric Estrada, who was tragically shot in Tremont not a few days ago, a graduate of Mountain Crest High School of 2011. And to honor him, we had the American flag, a good ride out by one of our wonderful horsemen, and had our national anthem. The Uintah Utes come into this game having averaged last year, giving up 31 points per game as a defense. This is a game where I hope to be able to see Mountain Crest offense shine. You want to see the capitalization. You want to see execution. You want to see points early, often, and a high percentage on 3rd and 4th down. That's what we're looking for. Here come the captains for Uintah. It is number 2 Romeo Garcia, the wide receiver cornerback combo, followed by offensive and defensive lineman Braxton Campbell. Caden Young, who's our star defensive and offensive lineman. Number 1 Daniel Logan, and quarterback Landon Woods. For the Mountain Crest Mustangs, you see out on the field number 17 Santiago Huerta, number 9 Kai Passy, Braden Larson, and then number 40, Carter Egbert. So some fantastic kids. Carter just absolutely knocked my socks off. If he wasn't knocking my socks off up in the booth, he would have done it on the field, because he was tackling everybody that had the pigskin last week. Well on his way to what I believe could possibly be an all-state selection easily for Carter. These teams are going to go ahead, get the coin toss up here. Coach Ryan Visser. Out with Mountain Crest, entering his 4th season, 21-15 at Mountain Crest, rather 22-15 after the win against East. So 2 young coaches. Coach Visser, in his first year that you would consider Mountain Crest having been his. Everything he's built, freshman up at this point, is all Coach Visser. These kids were freshmen when he came in. Now he's here leading them as seniors. Coin toss at the 50-yard line, and it looks like Mountain Crest won the toss. They will. Well, we'll get the numbers in just a second, or rather the results. They're going to flop sides. Our white hat turn his back to the north. Mountain Crest has elected to receive, it seems like, and they turned to Mountain Crest to see what they wanted, and they want the ball first. That's an interesting move by Mountain Crest. I like the aggressive nature of it. We're getting ready, and kickoff is approximately 3 minutes and 30 seconds away. As I was mentioning, Uintah tied the game last week in overtime on a scramble from Landon Woods, but the failed 2-point conversion had them losing to Murray 39-38, a heartbreaker. That was the first matchup between Uintah and Murray in 39 years. Imagine that. Super weird, right? Score 39-38, 39 years since the last time they played. You can't make this stuff up. Sometimes sports is just poetic. Well, Uintah was on the wrong side of that win-loss column. They're looking to right the ship tonight. They want to be able to start fast, but they're going to have to play defense first against the Mountain Crest Mustangs. A really powerful offense, both of these teams. I'm going to give the slight edge to Mountain Crest tonight. I like their defense, a lot more than Uintah's defense at this current point, having only given up a big goose egg 0 against an East team last week. Uintah's defense giving up 39. Mountain Crest really wanted to keep everybody healthy this year. They're looking to keep quarterback Braden Larson healthy as they go around and get what they needed to done. A lot of points scored by MC. Larson last week went 18 for 36, a 50% completion percentage. Really, you'd like to get that just a little bit higher, but who can argue with 241 yards and 3 touchdowns? Not me. I'm going to tell him that he's going to keep doing that all day, every day. I don't care about the completion percentage. On top of that, added 11 carries for 57 yards. Carter Egbert, on the opposite side, had a minimal threshold. It was part of a rotating quad of running backs for Mountain Crest. He carried 7 for 40 and a touchdown, but also had 9 tackles and a sack on defense. This kid plays everywhere. Really, the hardest part of the Mountain Crest coaching staff is to say, where can we put Carter? Because he's going to play great everywhere that he goes. Carter Egbert wearing the Wellsville pride. Strong. Mountain Crest getting ready. They're in their formation to receive. Back to receive for MC. Wish I would have brought my binoculars, and I wish these kids would turn so I can see their numbers. I believe that's Kale Olson and Micah Clemens. Last week, I think Santiago Huerta was back there. There was a little bit of a rotation. Now it's Olson and Clemens, the return men for Mountain Crest. 60-second countdown as Uintah struts onto the field. Uintah wearing their all whites tonight. White tops, white bottoms, red numerals with the red trim. Mountain Crest countering with the oh so sweet navy blue and orange that we love so much. Navy blue tops, navy blue bottoms with the MC Navy helmet. Thank you for joining us here on 107.7 KLZX. Mountain Crest Sports, proudly sponsored by DD Auto and Salvage and the Cater Shop. Looking to get you looking your best here in Logan. Well, the clock is set to go. Uintah will kick it off. Our place kicker, number 21. That is Olson and Clemens are back to receive. Uintah steps right into it. It's going to go right into the arms of Olson. Goes to the right, cuts up the middle, across the 20, to the 30, gets wrapped up and brought down across the 30-yard line up to the 32. Olson, not a whole lot of shimmy shake, just a lot of head forward right down the gut. And here comes the Mountain Crest offense. Put up 38 last week. Can they do it again? We'll see. Multiple offenses going to be shown by Mountain Crest here in this game against a Uintah defense that, frankly, has a lot to improve upon. Larson will start in the shotgun with 2 wide receivers to either side and an offset back to the left. Motion across the formation. That's Muir to trips to the near side. Larson steps back, gets it to Muir on the right. Fingertip catch across the 40. Here comes a stiff arm right at the 45-yard line, and a late flag comes out. Muir tackled out of bounds after a gain of about 11. Looked like there might have been some type of horse collar they ripped around the helmet of Muir. Personal foul against Uintah, so they're going to tack on some extra yardage to it. We saw those little wide receiver screens work really well for Mountain Crest last week. They were willing to go ahead and take the easy completions and let their athletes work in space. I think that's a recipe for success as the ball advances immediately across the 50-yard line to the Ute 40. Here on the near side hash. Doubles to either side. Larson in the same formation. Quick snap, look to the right. Quick out, caught by Passy. Lowers the shoulder, gets across the 30. Another 11-yard gain by Mountain Crest, and wasting absolutely no time are the Mustangs as they're knocking on the door already at the 30-yard line. 11:41 here in the first quarter. Mountain Crest is going to be a little bit more methodical, a little bit more slow tonight as the Mustangs will survey. Larson again. Doubles to either side. Again looking to the right. The same play. Passy, a pickup of 5 this time. Was shoved out of bounds earlier than the exact same play. And now Mountain Crest is going to say, we're going to take things short and underneath. Uintah, what are you going to do about it? So the first chess move in play for Mountain Crest. 11:37, clock stops as Passy runs out of bounds. Larson again in the gun, 2nd down and 4. On the right side hash up to the 26-yard line. Quick slant dropped by Muir, goes in and out of his hands. 3rd down coming up. Now if you're Uintah, I'm going to play the little devil's advocate here. If you're Uintah, you can say, hey man, considering all things, you've had a struggle scoring in the red zone. So maybe this is exactly where we want you, inside our own 20-yard line. 3rd down and 4 after the drop pass from Muir. After 3 straight completions by Larson, they're going to remain in that 2-split look. Shotgun, Larson looks to the right. Draw play, Egbert, a lot of space. Here he goes up the middle to the 5, and he's brought down at the 4-yard line on the delayed handoff. Carter Egbert looks like he's running from some type of monster every time he gets the ball. Lowers his shoulder, has a, just the Red Sea opens up for him, and it's 1st down and goal at the 4-yard line. Clock will continue to roll. Mountain Crest quickly to the line. Larson surveys, gets the snap high, waits, handoff to Egbert again. This time not as much room, and he'll stretch his arm forward for a gain of about 2. 2nd down and goal at the 2-yard line coming up. They wanted that one to go to Carter again. The clock ticks under 11 minutes here in the first quarter. Mountain Crest absolutely wasting no time getting down the lane. Egbert, patient, gets the handoff, stopped at the 2. Only one formation showed by Mountain Crest this entire time. Doubles. Here comes the motion from Muir, from near side to far. They'll hand it off on the sweep. Muir turns it up the gut, up and around. Touchdown, Mustangs. Brady Muir, touchdown, Mountain Crest. Striking first early in the first quarter. Just a little bit of an end around. Uintah plays up the gut. Not a whole lot other than touchdown and pay dirt for the Mustangs. PAT coming up from Lishman. Ball is up and good. 7-0 Mustangs. 10:37 remaining in the first. We'll take the timeout. Come back to you right after this quick break from our sponsors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back to Lynn R. Miller Field. Mountain Crest wastes no time on the opening drive. They go the length of the field after a great return by Cale Olson, capped off by a Brady Muir 2-yard touchdown rush on the sweep. Uintah now has to respond, waiting back in the wings for the Utes. Looks like Romeo Garcia. Ball off the foot of Lishman, and he'll let that one go. And I do apologize. That looks like it was Sorensen that lets that one go over the top of his head. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line, and the Uintah offense looking to respond. Now, as we mentioned, Uintah's offense, I'm going to keep harping this thing. Keep harping. Uintah's offense, very, very good. Scored a lot of points against a very good Murray defense last week. Led by Landon Woods, the senior quarterback for Uintah. They travel all the way up here from Vernal, trying to get their first region championship since 2001. It's been a couple of years. Handoff up the middle, strong run up the gut. Mountain Crest is able to meet the running back and drive him backwards after a gain of 1. Looked like there was a lot more room to roll on that play for Uintah, but alas, no dice. Number 9, Cash Barney. Setting up again, trips to the near side in the pistol. Dropping back to pass, wide receiver screen, caught on the near side, cutting up the middle, and a quick tackle. Carter Egbert in the area to bring him down for a gain of 1. Sorensen, I believe, was the one to grab that one. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Uintah. Uintah taking a little bit more time here to think about this play. 3rd and long, these are tougher, absolutely. Trips to the far side, offset back to the left. Woods takes the snap, looks to his left. The lefty throws, caught at the 26-yard line and immediately taken down by Brock Hunter. Catch by Romeo Garcia, and it will be a 3-and-out for the Uintah Utes. Out comes the punt unit. So Uintah trying to do a little bit of the same thing here that Mountain Crest was doing, but finds a little less success. The quick wide receiver pop passes. Good open field tackling. Mountain Crest just running to the ball. Gang tackling. Good defense there as Mountain Crest will force the punt. Uintah set to kick the ball away. Punter's feet firmly planted at his own 12. Back to receive. It's Clemens and Olsen, I believe. Ball off the right foot, up in the air. Egbert wraps around the punter. It's going to be fair caught at the 35-yard line of Mountain Crest by Micah Clemens. So, not much of a break. Mountain Crest's offense comes back in. You know, if you can, bottle this success up, I know that Ridgeline is the team to beat in the region. But if you can continue this type of success in a very, obviously we've had a very small sample size. You can push Ridgeline. You can push them. You can push the top of the region here. Let's see what they can do. Larson in the gun with trips to the near side, offset back to the left. Calm and collected. Snap to the chest, looks to the right, 5-step drop. Pumps, rolls out of pressure to the left-hand side, gets across the 30, he's going to tuck it and run. Ushered out the sideline by number 5, Dace Olsen. Pickup of 4 on the scramble by Braden Larson. Looking down the field, had nowhere to go. The pocket collapses. He rolls out, uses his legs, shows you why he's dangerous. And Mountain Crest has been running out of bounds quite a lot. It stops the clock, and it allows them to be able to score some serious points in this one. Trips now again to the near side. Ball on the left hash. Larson fakes the handoff. Gets a quick pass to Passy. Snacks it out of the air. Across the 50. Dragging a couple different Uintah Utes across the 50 up to the 46-yard line of Uintah. Number 11 on the tackle. Cooper Goodrich, the linebacker. Larson and company finding success in those little underneath zones that Uintah is presenting. They're not letting anything go over the top. Mountain Crest is very, very content to take what's underneath, using some athletes to push across and through. The thing about Uintah's plan is if you're going to do this, you have to gang tackle like Mountain Crest did in the last possession. They're not doing so now. About 10 yards a pop on these little passes going on. Trips again to the near side. Larson looks that way. Handoff to Huerta. He had an open lane originally, but then he is brought down quickly by the defensive end on the far side. Number 52, Braxton Foote. And Lucas Turner on the tackle. 2nd down and 1 after the minimal gain by Huerta. And Puma, one of my favorite players for Mountain Crest. I love the energy that he brings. He can do it on the offensive side. He does it on the defensive side as well. 2nd down and 9. Larson, wide snap, grabs it with the right hand, steps back, lots of time, steps up to the pocket. There's going to be a holding call, but it's caught by Muir at the 30. Goes across to the left and is tackled down at the 21-yard line. We're going to probably be bringing this one back, unfortunately. Flag in the area of holding, and the white hat says you're not going anywhere. Everybody come on back. Good catch by Muir, but alas, it's going to be no all for nothing. Holding against the Mustangs, and it will back them up 10 yards from the original spot. Tough break. Down to the 20. Second down and a great distance to make up for the Mustangs. Not insurmountable given what they've been able to portray and show so far in this game. Larson, this time with 2 backs to either side. A 12 personnel, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. Handoff to Egbert. No, he keeps it. Larson around the corner across the 50. Cuts across the face. Falls forward up to about the 42-yard line. Tightrope walking down the sideline. And Braden Larson on the quarterback keeper makes up a great portion of that distance. It's going to be a more manageable 3rd down and 5 coming up. And Larson sold that fake so well that he faked out the play-by-play broadcaster up here. Not so much our camera person, though, as I'm getting a beat here, that she is not fooled, and she'd be a great linebacker, I'm sure. Larson this time, offset back. That's Egbert to the left in the shotgun. They'll fake it, play action. Little pop pass to Passy. He's got a lot of room on the left-hand side. Sprints to the sideline and is upended near the 30. First down, Mountain Crest. So despite the fact that there was a great distance between first down yardage and where they were on second down on the holds, it's made up. First down and 10 now at the 30-yard line. Passy is having himself a night. Kind of just turning around near the line of scrimmage, and Uintah losing track of all, 6'5" of Kai Passy, 230 pounds. That's pretty tough to do. First down and 10. Bunch set, handoff, right side. Huerta gets around the corner, booking to the near sideline, around and pushed out of bounds at about the 15. They're going to say that he stepped out just a hair before, up to the 17. Puma Huerta. 5:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Mountain Crest again knocking on the door. This is the red zone. They were able to capitalize last time. They're 1 for 1 here. Up 7-0 against the visiting Uintah Utes. It's a long way to travel from Vernal. You don't want to get down this early. And I love the way that Braden Larson is commanding this offense. Love it. The senior, cool, calm, and collected. Here's trips. It's an empty set. 3 to the near side, 2 to the wide. Larson looks. Going to give that pop pass to Ramos. Shimmy shakes across the 10, up to the 5. He doesn't want to go down. Here he goes, and he's going to be stepped out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. Mountain Crest continues to march and do what they do best. Ramos had a 1-yard touchdown run last week against East. That was in 2 minutes left in the third quarter. He says, maybe I can get a little bit early, get my scoring early in the game. Don't have to worry too much about it later on. Here's Mountain Crest with the first down and goal at about the 4-yard line. 2 running backs to either side. Larson, here's the handoff to Huerta. He's going to squeeze his way inside, and they're going to mark him down at the half-yard line. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see the bowling ball, Carter Egbert, come across and pop into the end zone. Depends on maybe who wants this touchdown here. 7-0, 5:12 remaining in the first. Clock continues to run. Same formation. Huerta to the right, Egbert to the left. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I think this is going to go to Carter. No, Huerta, right side, walk-in touchdown. Touchdown Mustangs. Mountain Crest claiming the field as theirs, marches methodically. Thought originally that maybe perhaps they would get stifled by the holding call on second down. Alas, it does not help the Uintah Utes. They go up and through. Lishman, 4:59. PAT coming up. Ball is up and through. Touchdown, Mountain Crest. And the PAT is good. 14-0 with 5 minutes remaining in the first. We'll go ahead, take the break, come back to you right after this quick message from our sponsors here on 107.7 KLZX and on CashValleyDaily.com.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the...
I'm Lana.
From day one, right down the street, to present day all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your...
Welcome back to Lennar Miller Field. Mountain Crest takes the early 14-0 lead after two separate goal line runs, one from Brady Muir, one from Puma Huerta. 5 minutes remaining in the first. Lishman off the right toe, high in the air, and this will be fielded by Uintah at the 5-yard line. Up to the right-hand side, getting a block, and around the corner he cuts off the wrong way, but it still has a lot of daylight. He's thrown around and tossed out of bounds across the 20 up to the 22. Uintah's going to start in that exact same spot where they were before, and now it is go time for the Utes. Got to answer firepower for firepower as their defense has struggled early in this game. Braden Larson, man on a mission, leading his men down the field, the length, 70 yards drives really each. And there they go, up and through and into the end zone. Here comes Uintah. Only had been able to see the football once offensively. First down and 10. Quads to the near side. Woods fakes it, takes it himself. Good read, and it was the right one. He sprints his way forward and dives nose first for a gain of about 5. Cash Barney took the brunt end of the read there. Defensive lineman for Mountain Crest was able to blow him up in the backfield. Woods takes it himself. 2nd down and 4. Quads again. Same play. He's going to keep it, and this time makes the wrong read and gets a face full of Puma Huerta. Ow-wee. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. I don't know what the verbiage. Other way around. 3rd down and 5. Trips to the near side. Woods, quick in action. They're going to hand it off the middle. Balling his way. That is Cash Barney. And he's going to make up half the distance. 4th down and 3 coming up. And that was a very rapid 3 downs for Uintah. And here comes the punt unit. Back to kick, Romeo Garcia. There's a good read on the first down play, and then, not so much on the second play. Hard to make up that gap on 3rd down, 4th down and 3, and another 3 and out for the Uintah Utes. Clemens and company back to receive for Mountain Crest. Garcia off the right foot. Good punt, high up in the air. This will be returnable. Caught at the 35-yard line, working to the right is Clemens. Up to the 45, and then gang tackled down by a Uintah Ute. That was number 34, Brody Chivers. First down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Good field position for Mountain Crest. This is their 3rd attempt. 3rd offensive possession. They're looking to make it 3 for 3 on 1st down, or rather in the first quarter. Want to shout out to our color analyst watching from Alaska, Coach Olson, viewing this game tonight. Handoff to Puma Huerta again, gives a stiff arm, and then rolled over a man near the 47, a gain of about 3. On the halfback draw, bouncing to the outside. Something that I've mentioned a few times before, Mountain Crest, methodical with their offense. They seem very, in control, and it's really at the head of that is Braden Larson. This kid looks unshaken in any sense of the word. Not panicked, not rushed, takes his time, does what he needs to do. Right now he's going to have to hustle a little bit as the play clock is down to 10 as Mountain Crest breaks the huddle. 2nd down and 7. Near side hash. Doubles to either side wide receivers. Larson's going to drop back to pass. Looks right. Pumps. Waiting, pressure in his face, and he's going to be brought down. Big sack by number 54. That's Lucas Turner, the defensive lineman, who just bullies his way inside. Comes up a little bit gimpy, but that will be a loss of about 15. 3rd down and 20 coming up for Mountain Crest. And it looked like Larson wanted to push the envelope and go down the field a little bit farther. Didn't quite have the time as the pressure came right up the A-gap. Lucas Turner gets his first sack of the night. First one for Uintah. 3rd down and 20. Coming in to bring in the play call for Mountain Crest is, looks like Braden Larson came to the near side, got the play call, comes in, calls it. And Mountain Crest does not have enough time to get the play call off as the play clock goes all the way down to 2, and the timeout taken by Coach Visser. We'll take the timeout as well. We're currently sitting at 14-0 with 1:32 left in the first quarter. We'll come back right after a message from our sponsors here on 107.7 KLZX.
From what's happening in local political elections,
I'm Lana.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castelite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castelite.com.
Out of the timeout. Here comes the Mountain Crest Mustangs facing a 3rd down and 20 after a huge sack given up in the middle of that offensive line. Turner, the one to bring down Larson. Great distance to make up. Larson's going to drop back to pass. A lot more time. He's going to step up into the pocket, launch a deep one on the left side, double coverage, and Clemens will lose his feet. Good coverage from Uintah. They knew exactly where Mountain Crest was going to go, and the ball falls incomplete at the 25-yard line, looking for the deep shot. And facing a 4th down and 20, looks like Mountain Crest will bring out the punt unit for the first time tonight. 1:24 remaining here in the first. Well, that was the deep shot they were looking for, but Uintah was ready for it, and it doesn't take a whole lot to read the tarot cards that are 3rd down and 20, very, very long. You knew that you had to go down quite a ways, and it was a good double coverage for Uintah. Snap almost goes over the head of the punter and up high in the air. Flag comes out as there is contact. It will take a Mountain Crest bounce out of bounds to the 32. And our punter for MC got rocked. We'll see what we can do here. This looks like that was Nathan Wells punting for Mountain Crest. Our white hat comes over and talks to Coach Visser. And it looks like the offense is going to come back out. Yeah, roughing the kicker. And it will be 1st down Mountain Crest. So Uintah cannot catch a break. They stop Mountain Crest for the first time tonight, and it so happens that you rock the kicker on the punt, and now the defense for the Utes have to come back out and face the Mustangs. Is that an automatic 1st down? It is. 1st down and 10 at midfield, working inwards for Mountain Crest. Minute 17 in the first quarter remains, up 14-0, 2 goal line runs for the Mustangs as they have trotted down the field each time. Their perfect record for offense on drives is still alive. Egbert on the handoff to the left, turns on the jets, gets upended and brought down. Laser beam torpedo tackle by Dace Olson. Sophomore safety comes up and reads it well, and takes a lot to bring down Carter Egbert, not only just in the field in general, but for a no gain on the play, coming from the safety position. It's a fearless tackle from Olson in the back end. 2 wide receivers to the near side, offset back to the left. Motion across the face. It will be a fake to the left. Larson takes it up the middle. The Red Sea opens, and he dives forward for a 1st down up to the 35. Braden Larson doing it all with his arm and his feet. Clock will run. Mustangs will get off one more play here in this quarter as they have found themselves in Ute territory once again. Apologies, we did not update our score bug. That's on me. First down, roll out to the right. Pass caught by Passy in the flat, falls forward for a gain of about 2. Passy's caught everything his way, and that will bring us all the way down to the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break here. Mustangs lead 14-0. Looking for more points after this here on 107.7 KLZX.
From what's happening in local political elections to break.
I'm Lana.
At Adams.
From day one.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young
Welcome back to Lynn R. Miller Field. We appreciate your patience as the person running the score bug can't get it right. That's me. I didn't get to the numbers up there. It is 14-0. For the Mountain Crest Mustangs. I'm all alone tonight. No color guy to yell at me. Well, he is yelling at me. He's just doing it from a great distance away, texting in and saying I'm doing it wrong. 2nd down and 8. Larson with the snap, looks to his left, little pop pass, and it's going to be blown up in the backfield. Clemens takes a shot to the gut, and that one hurt. Absolutely. Daniel Logan read it the whole way, and Micah Clemens is on the ground, and we're going to need to go ahead and probably pan away from that one. That is the dangerous part about those wide receiver screens. You play it so often, somebody misses an assignment, and your kidneys are going to be feeling it afterwards. We'll go ahead and we'll take that breather as Micah Clemens gets 10-2 at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Mustangs after a quick message from our sponsors.
From what's happening in local political.
I'm Lana.
From day one.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Well, we welcome you back here to Hiram as we come back here. Micah Clemens still down on the field, although he is sitting up in the upright position, tended to by the athletic training staff of Mountain Crest. Gold standard for athletic training, Marcus Ma, doing what he does best. Looks like Micah's going to get picked up off the field, and he will walk to the sideline under his own power, which is great. That's the dangerous part, a little bit about those wide receiver screens. The thing about that play, if I were to bring you back into the action here, is Larson's initial window was blocked up, so he pumped. A lot of time ran off, and since that is such a timing play, Micah on the bubble was waiting, and that gave him more than enough time for Daniel Logan to say, I know exactly what this is, and he met Micah right at the point of attack and blew him up. We get a couple of messages here on updates around the region. It is Green Canyon 3, Springville 7, Ridgeline 7, Park City nothing in the first quarter, 2 minutes. Morgan 21, Skyview 3. Tough break as Skyview lost last week in heartbreaking fashion. And now the 3A school Morgan has come on up, and they're taking it to Skyview now. 3rd down and 8. Larson pedaling right side. He's going to tuck it underneath. He's not going to have enough to get the first down as he is escorted out of bounds by Oakley Shop. 4th down and 5, and we know that this is an area that Coach Visser likes to go for it. And this is really a place that I don't mind going for it either for a myriad of reasons. Number one, you're up 14-0. You know, a punt really does nothing for you. Uintah has neglected to show you any type of, threat offensively. You want to take control of this game. Going up 21-0 is demoralizing before halftime, so that's what they'll do. Trips to the near side. Larson will drop back to pass. Looks to his left, steps up in the pocket, throws, finds a man. That's Olsen at the 20, falling forward, still on his feet, up through the 10 until a gang tackle of Uintah Utes brings him down at the 9-yard line. That's, McCray Crofts. I thought that was Olsen initially. It was Crofts that was able to grab it here on this slant play. Larson climbs the pocket, steps up into pressure, launches it, and the Mustangs again inside the red zone at about the 9-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Olsen calling out the audible to the near side where Croft is located. Corner of the end zone, going up, catching it, touchdown Mustangs! That was the audible. Larson liked the matchup that he had. That's Brady Muir working against the corner for Uintah. Romeo Garcia. That's star-on-star action, holding against the defense as there was a flag on the play. It doesn't matter. Mountain Crest takes the shot and takes the wind out of the sails of the Uintah Utes. 20-0 so far in this one. And that was a 9-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter. 11:10 remaining. Extra point coming up. Our white hat is actually going to come over here to the near sideline. What a beautiful toss to the corner of the end zone. It's a little bit underthrown, but Muir makes the adjustment, comes underneath, and that's really probably what garnered the pass interference or the defensive holding call. Larson to Muir. 9-yard touchdown pass. Here comes the PAT from Lishman. Crofts will hold. Ball is down, kick is up, and rocketed through the uprights, and that is good. 21-0 for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. We're actually going to go ahead and keep it here. We've heard enough from those commercials, in my opinion. Larson, you come up to the play after the great climbing the pocket toss to Crofts. The very next play, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. You can see Larson yelling to the near side of the field, right at Muir. He's telling him something. No hand motions or something. Maybe there's some type of, code word that you use. When I was here at Mountain Crest, there was a number of things that you could go ahead and say. And Larson knew immediately where he was going to go with that football from the very beginning. Ball thrown, just a hair, under the mark. Doesn't matter. Muir makes the adjustment, catches it in the corner, near side corner of the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. They find themselves up 21-0 against the Uintah Utes here with 11:10 remaining in the second quarter. Absolute domination by the Mustangs so far, and our recap brought to you in part by Napa Auto Parts. Lishman set to kick it off here at the 50-yard line. It looks like the defensive holding penalty was enforced on the kick here. Lishman setting up his feet, going to gather step himself up with the right foot, and it will sail high and just short of the uprights. He wanted to put it through the uprights just for fun. Lishman could have put that one through, and there's very few high school kickers that I would say are able to make that type of kick, but that time he was able to do so. Goes out the back of the end zone, and Uintah now will start with 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. This is where you got to wipe the slate clean. You got to come up with some type of new action to tackle and take on the Mustangs, and their defense has not been out there very long. Woods, 2 running backs behind. They're going to flip it out to the left-hand side. Caught by Uintah. Shoestring tackle, and the last one to make that was the corner for Mountain Crest. It was Garcia on the catch, brought down by Adrian Garfias. 2nd down and 6 for Uintah on the far side hash. This time, the run up the middle, brought down from behind, piggybacking Camden Atkinson. And Atkinson had a tackle in the end zone against East for a safety last week. He had a fantastic showing. There he is again, 3rd down and 3. You got to be able to convert here. Blitz from Egbert up the middle, throw to the near side, and it is dropped. And Carter Egbert, I think, is going to make eye contact with the head official because he hit Woods a hair late. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not a palm reader. I'm not a future predictor, but I think that this could possibly be an area where Egbert, in his anxiousness, hit the quarterback a little bit late. Here's the white hat. They're going to say false start. And grounding declined. I think that those were offsetting penalties. Our white hat made a couple of signals that didn't quite make sense to me. I think what it was a false start and then roughing the passer. And I'm not going to armchair quarterback this up, but if that was indeed a false start, that needs to be called dead before the play even continues. So, offsetting penalties, 3rd down and 3. We're going to get a redo here. Uintah has got to convert here. No first downs for Uintah at this point, and we are well into the 2nd quarter. Egbert showing the blitz up the A-gap again. They're going to try the hard count, and the offensive lineman jumps. So now we're going to get a false start for real. This time no offsetting penalties. They're going to move them back. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Uintah. Tough break for the Utes. 3rd down and 8. 21-0 for Mountain Crest over Uintah. So far in this one, 10:26 remaining before halftime. Woods with the snap. Fakes it left, goes right, hucks a long one, nobody in the area. And some legs tie up. And 4th down, as in the area was Daniel Logan and Romeo Garcia. Seatbelt tight coverage by the Mustangs in the backfield. 4th down and 8. And still no first downs given. And if we're going to go ahead and do a normal tally of the total first downs given up by the Mountain Crest offense this far into week 2, I think East had 1 first down out in Salt Lake City. Mountain Crest has not given up another one here tonight so far at this point. Domination by the Mustangs as of this point. 4th down and 8. And they're going to go for it. Uintah quickly out of it. Takes a drop, throws it left, intercepted by Mountain Crest at the 20. Touchdown, taking it all the way. Pick 6, an absolute last thing that you want. That's Brock Hunter who grabs it. Toss is behind the intended receiver. And before you know it, and before I can even say anything, the Mustangs pick it off at the 20-yard line, and Brock Hunter strolls into the end zone to make it 27-0. Oh my goodness. Truly not what I expected in this game whatsoever. 2nd quarter here, 20-yard pick 6 by Brock Hunter. Lishman for the PAT. Kick is up and through the uprights. Good. 28-0. All Mountain Crest so far in this one, 28-0. 10-11 remaining in the 2nd quarter. We'll see what Uintah can do to kind of right the ship and come back. We'll bring you into the break here on 107.7 KLZX.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest.
We welcome you back into the booth here in Hiram, Utah, and it has been all Mustangs so far at this point. 28-0 with 10-11 remaining. Lishman tries the onside kick, and it is gathered at the 50, and that one pretty close. Onside surprise kick, and our officials, I don't think we're in position to see it. I'm not going to lie to you, I think as though that they were able to touch that before the 50-yard line. I think they touched it. And it is illegal touching. So they are going to call that. They'll give it up to Uintah at the 50-yard line. Mountain Crest wanted to put the pedal to the metal and just kind of close that game right here. They tried the surprise onside kick, and it's touched just before the 50. They were probably about 1.5 yards short. So Uintah starts in Mountain Crest territory at the 49-yard line after the failed onside kick. First down and 10. And Uintah looking for any sign of life offensively right now. Trips to the near side. Woods will work in the gun with a running back behind him. They'll hand it off, and the ball goes up for grabs, and it is recovered by Mountain Crest. Fumble exchange. And somebody needs to drive us to La Tienda to get a lottery ticket, because everything is coming up Mountain Crest right now. Absolute catastrophe, disaster for Uintah. And it is a tough one. Micah Clemens, if there is one thing that hasn't been working super well, and that is that Micah Clemens is getting assessed on the medical table here at the 50-yard line. That's one thing that isn't going great for Mountain Crest right now. We'll try and get you an update on that one. Larson and company will take over at the Uintah 45. A quick toss, pump fake up the middle, and he's got a man. It's caught by Muir at the 10-yard line. High stepping, tiptoeing into the end zone. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just a track race for Mountain Crest. Absolutely incredible stuff here from the Mustangs. 9:58 remaining here in the second quarter. 34-0. A 45-yard bomb from Larson to Muir. 34-0 pending the PAT. We've got a Uintah Ute down at the 1-yard line. That was the coverage man, and I can't see who that is, but this is tough going right now for Uintah. Mountain Crest, I mean, just going straight for the jugular right now. Not wanting to mess around whatsoever. Incredible pump. So the play, coming back to it here, Larson pumps the bubble screen. That's the one play that they've been working all night. It's the play off the play. Coach Visser and company already knows what's going on. The playbook is open to them. They pump the bubble screen on the far sideline. Muir cuts it up right between the hash and the numbers, puts his hand up in the air, the mailbox signal. Larson puts it on a seed right into his chest, catches it in stride, just uses the high step to avoid the tackle inside the 10, and into the end zone goes Brady Muir. And that is a 34-0 lead currently for Mountain Crest. We're going to go ahead and take a break as they're continuing to tend to the Uintah Ute player, and we'll come back to you right after this on 107.7 KLZX.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castelite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castelite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Adams welcome back here to Hiram, Utah, as the Mountain Crest Mustangs score on a 45-yard touchdown toss from Braden Larson to Brady Muir. The cart comes out and is able to take away star player Dace Olson, the safety for Uintah. After a while of being tended to, and it looks like he's going to stay on the sideline. The PAT is up and good from Lishman. Dace has played a heck of a night tonight. He's been able to go ahead and do a lot of open field tackling. He had the hard assignment of catching up to Muir on that pop, that fake screen, and trying to catch him up to the end zone. They are able to take him off the sideline on the cart, but he will remain on the opposite sideline. So we'll try and keep you an update. Another individual who hasn't really moved from the medical table is Micah Clemens, who's been there down on the sideline for a while, as the Tupuola twins come in and check up on him. Mountain Crest up 35-0 over Uintah with 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And if you're Uintah, man, you really want to get to halftime right now. Clock could not move fast enough for you. Larson will measure out his steps at the 40-yard line and get ready to launch it back to the Utes. Back to receive is Sorensen. And off he runs, off to the left-hand side. Mountain Crest in the vicinity, takes a tackle and a tumble down at the 20-yard line, bumping shoulders with Owen Isom. Out comes Uintah's offense. 9:51 remaining here in the second quarter, and what can you do right now if you're Uintah? Your offensive game, which was so good last week, has seemingly been shut down by this Mountain Crest defense, who has played, lights out, frankly, this entire game. So the pop passes aren't working well. The run game's not working well. Got to find something different in your bag to be able to open this thing up. Ball's up at the 23-yard line. Woods will hand it off up the middle. A good cut to the left-hand side, but then wrestled down after a gain of 1.5. Barney tackled by, I believe, Camden Atkinson in the area. 2nd down and 8. And the worst part about this high-powered and quick, fast-paced offense is that you go off the field really quick, too. Here comes that quick pass, and that one is low and into the dirt after the play action. Mountain Crest crowding the line of scrimmage. It stops the clock, and now you're facing a 3rd and 8. That ball had no chance of being received in any sense of the word off of the arms of Woods. Senior quarterback looking for his tight end. Far side hash, Uintah struts out in the same formation. 2 running backs offset to the left this time. Woods, high snap, grabs it, the lefty tosses to the far sideline, and it is caught. Here comes a cut up the far side. This is in space. This is Garcia. Garcia across the 50 in a foot race to the near side at the 30-yard line, and he's thrown out of bounds. And the first big play given up on the year by Mountain Crest, ushered away by Tayden Page. 9-10, huge chunk play for Uintah. They're going to hustle the line again. Trips to the far side. Woods will hand it off up the middle. This time a great number of linemen able to get some space for the running back. Barney for a gain of 9. Just outside the red zone. Woods again in the gun, trips to the far side again. Barney offset to the right, low snap, quick toss to the left. And it is dropped by Garcia. And Egbert and Garcia collide on the incompletion, and now Garcia is holding his back after the collision at the 15-yard line. So the play action, quick slant. Now the man that just had a huge play a second ago for Uintah is now on the floor, getting tended to by the athletic training staff from Vernal. Uintah knocking on the door, 3rd down and 1 coming up, and that play is pretty good. They were able to go ahead, fake the handoff, quick setup, a 1-2 hitch by Woods, tries to get it. Garcia goes in and out of his hands and then collides with Egbert at the 15-yard line. It's just a tough break for Vernal tonight. They've had a tough go of keeping kids healthy on the field, and you lose already one of your star players in Dace Olson. Now, your other star player, Romeo Garcia, is also struggling. Gonna grab his hip, and he's gonna be helped off the sideline. Now where do you go to if you're the Utes? 3rd down and 1. Gave a little bit of time in the offensive huddle to discuss with their coach on the sideline. 35-0 for Mountain Crest, just a hair under 9 minutes in the second quarter. Play clock starts. Into the huddle goes the Utes. Woods looks to the far sideline, gets the play call in. Got to break the huddle quickly with 15 now. Two offset backs behind Woods. Snap. Hard count, 5 seconds now. Next one. Handoff up the middle and a gang tackle. 5 different Mustangs in the area to throw back the running back Barney. No gain on the play. Uintah thought that they would be able to go ahead and get an easy pickup of 1, and Mountain Crest says no, no, no. Second, 2 yards now remaining on 4th down. At the 22, got to get to the 20. What's in the playbook? What are you cooking up from Vernal? Woods checks out to the far sideline. Mountain Crest defense has been stellar. One big play given up on the night, and that was a 40-yard catch and toss from Garcia to Woods, and Vernal's going to take a timeout to think about what they want to go ahead and do. We'll take it as well and give you a breather here on 107.7 KLZX. 4th down and 2 coming up right after this.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth...
Well, we welcome you back into the sports broadcast booth. 4th down and 2 coming up for Vernal. Huge play here, trying to get some type of momentum before halftime. Right now, it's been all Mountain Crest. 5 separate scores. There's been some bedazzling throws. There's been some grinded out runs. And here comes the 4th and 2. Woods gets it. Snap up the middle, and it's going to be close. Depends on the spot. On the halfback dive, Carter Egbert was in the area, and they're going to give it to him. First down, Uintah. Second first down given on the night for the Utes. 2 wide receivers to the left. Barney behind Woods. They're going to give it to him again. Lowers his shoulder and gets pushed backwards after a gain of 1. Cash Barney hasn't had a whole lot of success going up the middle. He got just enough on that 4th down and 2 last time, and he's the bell cow back for Uintah. They're going to give it to him. He had it 34 times last time against Murray. He's getting about that much tonight, but not as many yards. Woods again, quick toss to the left, scooped up off the knees, caught by Uintah. A gain of 2 on the wide receiver pop pass. That was Daniel Logan. 3rd down and 7 coming up at about the 18-yard line. Far hash. Uintah not wasting time, not letting Mountain Crest breathe. Shotgun again, fake, pop pass into the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. No good. Good coverage there by MC in the area. Taden Page intended for Daniel Logan. 4th down and 7 now. Do you bring out your kicker or no? I don't think you do. I think you try and get a 4th down conversion on the 4th and long. I mean, you're down 35-0. You got very little to gain. Well, I mean, everything to gain. Yeah. This would be approximately, a 35-yard field goal. Trips to the near side. Woods sets up quickly. Pass play. He's got a man open to the left. He doesn't see him. He's brought down by the defensive line of Mountain Crest, and there they go, turning it over. Mountain Crest on the tackle. Neil Dewey, the sack and the turnover on downs. Defensive lineman gets through, and now 7 minutes remaining here before halftime. Mountain Crest offense looking to go ahead and go up one more score or 2, depending on how fast they want to go. Larson and company get into the group huddle at the 20-yard line and shuffle out to their positions respectively. Doubles to either side. It's been a very deadly formation for Mountain Crest as Larson looks down the defense. Keeps it himself on the right side on the read. He's going to go around the corner, get up the sideline, and then tiptoe out of bounds across the 40 for a gain of 15. Mustang first down. They've come early and often in this game so far. Larson, incredible athleticism as he was able to read the play well, take it himself, go up the far sideline. And here he comes back into the huddle to get some more action here. Mountain Crest, it seems like on every play, running out of bounds. And it's because, they just get ushered there by Uintah. They're playing so far in the middle, and it stops the clock. That's why this game has gone on as long as it has. First down and 10. Larson, this time dropping back to pass. Calm and collected. Flush to the right. Back up into the pocket. Squeezes his way to the left. Tucks it under the arm. Gets around one defensive lineman and up across the 50 to the 40 near sideline. And wouldn't you guess, 30 and out of bounds again. Big scramble from Larson. Huge. About a 20-plus yard scramble from Braden Larson. Didn't like what he saw on his first read. Stepped up in the pocket for the second read. Nowhere to go. And he says, forget it. I'll take it myself. And that he does, all the way up to the Uintah 30-yard line. 6:46 remaining in the second quarter. No pressure. Mountain Crest has popped their way into the driver's seat and has not let go this entire game so far. Twins either side as Larson gives the snap up the middle. This is Egbert around the corner again, lowers the shoulder, shoves off a couple different defenders, and Uintah, it looks like they're taking a bowling ball to the chest, and Carter Egbert does not go down. He falls inside to about the 15. Rush of 15 for Carter Egbert. We get a Carter Egbert chant from the faithful here at Mountain Crest. Larson, delayed handoff, this time to Ramos. Not as much daylight as he is tackled for a gain of 2 on the delayed handoff. Ramos. Mountain Crest now picking up the pace themselves. 6:23 remaining in the second quarter. And a delayed snap. And it looked like we're going to get a false start. They're going to get it. They don't say the number here in high school, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you that it was number 55. That's Siosi Tupuola, another Wellsville product. And that will back him up 5. Second down and 13. Larson again. Twins, either side of him. He's going to look right immediately on the out and up pass. It's going to be underthrown, but well caught. The adjustment. I was going to say that he caught it. Touchdown, yes. Mountain Crest. The out and up play. Larson, again, just a little bit underthrown, but Cale Olson makes the adjustment, comes behind and grabs it. A quarterback's best friend is a wide receiver that can really make the catch in that windowed box anywhere near him. Second quarter. That was a 15-yard touchdown toss. Lishman to kick. He's been perfect so far. Did I jinx him? No. There he is. Up and through. 42-0 for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. We'll take the timeout. Another 15-yard pass. Braden Larson and company looking like they want to be the crowns, or want to be the jewels of the region. We'll come back right after this.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
Bringing you back into the sports broadcast booth. 42-0 for the Mustangs. Pair of rushing touchdowns, 4 passing touchdowns. You like it. It's being served up here tonight in Hiram. 6 minutes remain in the second quarter. It's been all Mountain Crest so far. Lishman focusing intently, puts foot to ball, and it will skip its way across into the end zone. Too fast to be scooped up by number 1 for Uintah, Daniel Logan. Setting up at the 20-yard line is the Uintah Utes, who were able to progress their way down the field one time, but then were stifled on a 4th down play. A sack from Neal, and the Mustangs bend don't break last time, and really it's been rock solid, hard as steel type of defense throughout so far in what has been 6 quarters of football in the early goings of the football season. Woods, handoff to the left-hand side into the grouping, into the pile, and he'll push his way forward for a gain of none. 5:45 remaining in the second quarter. Barney in the area. Trips to the far side. Woods is going to look to the near on the one-on-one. Flushed out of the pocket immediately. Mountain Crest all over it. He's going to lob it up high in the air, and he'll find his man. That's Garcia. And Garcia will take a shot right to that hip where he was taken out last time, but he picks up 9. Woods able to find his man on the little floater across his body, and the lefty rolled to his right, pivoted his shoulders, and threw it with the left hand to find Garcia. 3rd down and 2. Woods across the middle and overthrows his man, incomplete at the 50-yard line, and Woods took a shot on the pressure up the middle. Intended for Daniel Logan. Woods taking his time, looking out to the far sideline. 4th down and 2, and they're keeping the offense out here. You lose it here, and you give Mountain Crest the ball with 5 minutes remaining inside the 30. Woods looks to his right, gets the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, rolls to his right. He's got to pivot his body again. Everybody's open, and it is incomplete. Thrown behind. Good coverage by Mountain Crest. That's number 2, Roman Funk against Garcia. Number 2, and the Mountain Crest Mustangs will pick on up at the 28-yard line of Uintah. And it has just been really a tough outing for Uintah in all regards tonight. The offense has gone a little bit stagnant. They're trying to do everything they can. And this is a kind of a byproduct, something that you saw from some Utah State Aggie football programs. And I go back and visit trauma. When the Aggies were really good on the fast-paced offense, boy, oh boy, it was so fun to watch. But if you can't get anything going, man, you are really hurting your defense in a myriad of ways because you're only taking 30 seconds off the clock and you got nowhere to go. Ramos up the handoff from Larson, piggybacking a lineman a couple of yards down the field and a 1st down gain. Ramos takes number 11, Cooper Goodrich, the linebacker, on a free ride. No fair required on that one as he goes across the 20-yard line up to the 17. 4:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Bunch trips to the right-hand side, and they're going to flop the formation completely. Larson pitches it to Ramos on the left-hand side, cuts up to the blocks. He's got a lot of lane in the middle, and he falls forward inside the 10 up to the 6-yard line. Good cut as Ramos able to see all the flowing movement going towards the sideline, and he sees, if you see your lineman's butt pointed inside, you cut that way, and that's exactly what he did. He was taught well from the running back staff from Mountain Crest. 1st down and goal from the 7. Twins either side. Larson looks. Good coverage. A laser beam in the middle, and it's juggled and popped out of the arms of Cale Olson on the slant play from the right-hand side. Uintah sat back in coverage. I thought it was going to be good coverage indeed, but somehow Larson was able to thread that one in there. No dice on the play, but Larson says, you want to see me thread a needle from 20 yards out? Here you go. Bobbled and dropped. Second down and goal from the 7. 3:55 remaining, 42-0 for Mountain Crest. Ramos swaps sides of the formation. Larson takes the snap, looks left, now up the middle, now a little shot inside. He didn't get Olsen the first time. He says, let's try it one more time on the opposite side. A little shimmy shake stem to the middle, and he falls to the right-hand side. Touchdown, Mountain Crest. $48-0 for the Mustangs. That's a seven-yard touchdown toss. Lishman to kick. Ball is down. Kick is up, and through the uprights it goes. All Mountain Crest, 49-0 on the 7-yard touchdown toss from Larson to Olsen. That's his second one of the night. We'll come back for more action right before halftime here on 107.7 KLZX.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
All right, welcome back to Hiram, Utah. If you could have, looked in your crystal ball approximately an hour and a half ago to see, what was Mountain Crest's success going to look like? The answer to that is yes, in all regards. Offense has worked well, defense has worked well, and everything, it seems like, has gone pretty poorly for Uintah at this point right now. Here comes the toe kick squibs, fielded at the 15 by Uintah. Working across the formation to the left, gets a good block, and around the corner, here's a little bit of space as up to the 34-yard line goes number 8, Zayton Luan. 3:40 remaining before halftime, and at this point right now, you look at your kids, if you're Uintah, and you say, you give it your all right here, and let's see what we can do before halftime. Everything at this point has not gone according to plan. You take your game plan, you throw it out the window, and we got to come up with something. Who is the people that we can trust on? So out trots a bunch formation to the far side. Quick toss over to the left, good screen, and pushed out of bounds. On the quick toss, that was Woods to Ty Turner. Second down and 9 after the gain of 1. Woods again, fakes it, goes right, tosses in the flat, caught by Garcia, and he's pushed backwards. Mountain Crest takes Garcia and ushers him all the way back across the 30-yard line. The forward progress will spot him at about the 43-yard line, 3rd down and 1. Woods in the 3rd down and 1. Fakes it, and we get a dead whistle call. Timeout by Uintah. We'll take it, and we'll take the breather. Come back for a 3rd down and 1 here on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
From what's happening in local...
I'm Lan.
From day
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward.
Third down and 1 from the 43-yard line of Uintah. The quick snap low. Woods looks to the left. The quick out is caught by Garcia. Turns up the field up to the 45, and he's going to outrace a couple of Mountain Crest Mustangs. Here he is, all the way down inside the 20, the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown. That is the athleticism of Romeo Garcia. And we were waiting to see if he would break loose at some point, and no goose egg for Vernal as they work their way close to the end of the second quarter. 49-6. Great play. And the hookup from Woods to Garcia. And that was 57-yard touchdown toss. And they're going to keep the offense out there. Now comes the 2-point team. And we get a flag on the snap, and I think we're going to be moving backwards. False start against Uintah. So they'll move them backwards after a little bit of a flinch and a jump. 49-6, pending this 2-point conversion coming up. Now it's a lot harder. You're not as close to the goal line. You got to come up with something different. If you were thinking about running the ball, that's out of the question pretty much now. As Woods will take his men up to about the 8-yard line. Trips to the far side. Woods will step into his stance, get the snap, look to his left, step up into the pocket, and throw to the corner of the end zone. Caught! Absolute laser beam up in the air. And that's Daniel Logan. 2-point PAT is good. 49-8. And here we go. We'll go ahead and keep it here. 2:47 remaining before the second quarter. Absolutely incredible. And that's kind of what you need if you're Uintah. You want to go ahead and get the lid off the basket. You want to see if you can get something going. They do so by relying upon the athleticism of Romeo Garcia. Now you can only hope that did exactly what you were intending to do, and that was to get the jitters out, to say, hey, we can hang, now we can get some points going. Now, not only can your offense score, but you got to be able to see what your defense can do to hold back the Mustangs in this regard. That's the first points of the season given up by the Mountain Crest Mustangs, and it was a 57-yard toss from Landon Woods to his big man, Romeo Garcia, the senior wide receiver. He's got length, he's got height, and you saw just moments ago that he's got the speed to take it to the house if he can turn upfield. Isom and Olsen back to receive as Micah Clemens is sitting on the bench after his little blow-up scare on the bubble screen. Has taken his pads off. And I don't anticipate him coming back into this game anytime soon. Uintah set up to kick from their own 40-yard line. Launches it long, high up in the air. Isom takes it at the 10. Takes a couple steps to the right, cuts upfield, and it will fall into the arms of a couple different Uintah players up near the 30-yard line. Cloud cover starts to blanket the land a little bit as we get some cool, either that or the sun's gone down. That might be actually what's happening. I wasn't expecting the sun to be down since the halftime. I think there is a storm coming from the west, so we'll see. South-southwest. 2:39 remaining in the second quarter. Can Mountain Crest run the length of the field with 2:39 and get another score and break a 50-burger before halftime? Larson and company with trips to the right. He's going to take the 5-step drop. Cool, calm, and collected. He's going to launch a bomb in the middle. He's got a man open. Olsen catches it at the 30 in a foot race to the corner of the end zone. And he's going to be brought down at the inch. Touchdown. No, they're going to say touchdown, Olsen. Kale Olson outruns everybody, and in one foul swoop, Mountain Crest says, I see your 57-yard touchdown toss, and I raise you a 70-yard touchdown toss from Larson to Olson. Oh my goodness. Braden Larson, have yourself an eye. We're going to try and get some stats for this man as we work our way into halftime. 226. 70-yard touchdown toss. Lishman set for the PAT. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. Larson and Lishman. Olson and Larson have hooked up for 3 separate times. The last 3 scores have all come via touchdown pass from Larson to Kale Olson. A 15-yard touchdown toss with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. A 7-yard touchdown toss from Larson to Olson with 3:49. And then a minute later, second quarter, a 70-yard touchdown pass from Larson to Olson. And man, what else are you looking for? I mean, really? 56-8. The Mountain Crest offense, not to be outdone by anyone at this point, says, I can do this. We can put up big numbers. And big numbers they have put up, at least at this point. Lishman tees the ball up at the 40-yard line, raises his hand, and the boys get back into position to see this thing nearer towards the end zone. Lishman. This one higher in the air, and that will go straight into the end zone. Touch back up to the 20. Well, if you like offense, man, I hope you've been enjoying this game from Mountain Crest so far. Kale Olson and Braden Larson are Mahomes to Kelsey to Tyreek Hill. I mean, whatever you want to go ahead and call it right now. I mean, the connection is strong between those two, and they waste no time to get things going. Mountain Crest defense comes back out. They're hopeful to be able to end on a good note. Run this thing out. First down and 10 for Uintah. 2 wide receivers to the left. Fake toss, little quick out, and a monster eat tackle for a 5-yard gain on the right-hand side. Taden Page, safety running back combo. Here comes another one, this time a handoff up the middle. Stood up by the Mountain Crest defensive line, 3rd down and 5. Now we get under 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Air starts to cool down a little bit outside. You can feel the difference as the storm behind us starts to roll in a little bit. Woods, 2 running backs off to the left, squats down, fakes it up. He's going to toss it long, but nobody's open. He's going to heave it anyway, and the wide receiver is able to corral it, get it down. Page falls down, and that gives enough time for Daniel Logan to come back to the ball and catch it to the 32-yard line. They're going to try and eat up as much clock as possible here. A huge toss, and the second big play given up by Mountain Crest. And now the Uintah offense is starting to look a little bit more true to form than what we saw last week. Woods, fake toss, pressure up the middle. He's going to roll out to the left and run out of bounds for a gain of about 5. Stops the clock with 1:02. Across the 30 up to the 28. Well, they're going to say he stepped out at the 30. 2nd down and 7 on the far hash. Woods with trips to the right-hand side. Working their way towards the south end zone. Pressure from Mountain Crest up the middle. Woods falls away, tosses in the flat. It is caught for a minimal gain of -1. Barney catches it. 3rd down and 8 now with 50 seconds remaining in the quarter before intermission. 3rd and 8. Woods trying to get his men into the right position. 2 offset backs. The slot receiver kicks out farther away. Woods, again, pressure up the middle. Nowhere to go. He's going to be able to get it out in time and dropped. Dropped on the bubble by Barney. Woods, eats dinner and a little bit of dessert on that play from the linebacker. Gets buried about 6 feet under at his own at the 40-yard line, but he got the ball off. It was just bobbled and dropped immediately by Barney. 4th down and 8. 56-8 your score on the Mountain Crest Booster scoreboard. Out into position. Another bit of pressure. Egbert steps up, forces Woods to throw, and it is across his body, incomplete. Turnover on downs as they pick up Woods. And the Mountain Crest offense will have 18 seconds to play with. And usually I say, let's go ahead, take a knee, let's hand it off, let's get into halftime, but they've proven that they can score from anywhere on the field. Why not toss up something crazy right now? Well, the reason why you wouldn't is because you probably got this game all but pretty well wrapped up. And maybe you want to play a little bit of sportsman. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what goes on right here. I'm not gonna assess. I'm not gonna guess on anything here. Here's Larson. He's going to hand it off to the right-hand side. Up and around the corner goes the running back for Mountain Crest, and he'll get stood up at the 40, and that will probably take us to halftime. That was the final toss and run from Nathan Wells. Into halftime we go, 56-8. We'll take a prolonged halftime break, come back and tell you the highlights of what we've seen, what Mountain Crest has done well, and what we can do to keep this course going. Mountain Crest, all smiles working into halftime, 56-8 over Uintah in this one so far. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on 107.7 KLZX and on CashValleyDaily.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Rico graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Well, we welcome you back into the sports broadcast booth. Mountain Crest up 56-8 over the visiting Uintah Utes, and it has been a track race for Mountain Crest in a myriad of different ways. Running through the score summary at this point right now, a 2-yard rush from Brady Muir, a 1-yard touchdown rush from Puma Huerta, 9-yard touchdown pass from Larson to Muir, and then a pick 6 by Hunter in the second quarter. Then it was the Larson and Olson show. Touchdown pass from Larson Olson 15 yards out. Touchdown pass from Larson Olson 7 yards out. And then a 70-yard touchdown pass with 2:26 remaining leads us to the score of 56-8. That 8 points by Uintah was topped off and scored by a 56-yard touchdown toss from Woods to Garcia. It's been all Mountain Crest currently at this point in this one. The defense has done very well, apart from maybe 1 or 2 big plays that they've given up at this current point. And the offense has looked cool, calm, and collected. And, not much other to say than they are at the helm of a ship and juggernaut offense currently right now. I love the way that Larson's been able to present himself as a leader, getting things done. Not rushed, cool, calm, and collected. I like how Mountain Crest defense has rallied to the football in every sense of the word. The only thing I could really say is possibly, tightening up a little bit of that pass coverage. You gave up 2 big tosses, 1 to Garcia, 1 to Daniel Logan, and that's really the only blemishes that you have on your record at this current point right now. You're really happy going into halftime. I want to be able to see this thing wrapped up, running the clock here. I want to see a lot of, a run-heavy offense from Mountain Crest, and get home and get ready to look at some really good film, at least from the first half on Saturday. We'll continue to talk a little bit about what we saw, what Uintah could possibly do to kind of give Mountain Crest a different look and get things rolling here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on 107.7 KLZX and on CashValleyDaily.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I...
Welcome back here to Lynn R. Miller Field. We're excited to be with you here for the start of the second half for the Mountain Crest Mustangs and the Uintah Utes. We're approximately 2.5 minutes away from halftime. We appreciate your patience as we've gone through a first half that was dominated by the Mountain Crest Mustangs really from beginning to end. Offensively have not skipped a beat from what they saw. They look even better truly than what I saw out in East in Salt Lake City last week. And in so doing, you know, the difference between those have really been the fact that they've been able to capitalize on some key plays. They haven't been met with a ton of third or fourth downs per se, and that's because they've been just so efficient on first and second down. They've really been able to get through and get those first downs in the early goings of their drives. And Larson has been on fire right now. And if we were able to go ahead and count up how many touchdown passes he has, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdown passes for Braden Larson. You've got a defensive pick 6. And you've got 2 rushing touchdowns, one from Brady Muir and the other one from Puma Huerta. We also got a really cool sack from Neil Dewey in the second quarter to kind of keep Vernal at bay. Vernal, on the other hand, has been struggled a little bit. They've had a couple of first downs. That was late in the second quarter. Thrown up some 50-50 balls to Daniel Logan and Romeo Garcia. Garcia himself has a 57-yard touchdown toss from Landon Woods, and that was, again, late in the second quarter. It looks like they've added a little bit more time for both of these teams to warm up and get ready for the start of the second half. We'll take one more quick break and come back to you in just a moment here on 107.7 KLZX and on CashValleyDaily.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome back here to Hiram, Utah, as we get ready for the start of our second half. Mountain Crest leads 56-8. 5 touchdown passes by Braden Larson, a pick 6 by Hunter. And Zachary Hunter, and also 2 rushing touchdowns to boot. So a lot to be happy about if you're Mountain Crest. You get ready now for the start of the second half, and you want to put this thing on ice. You might want to get maybe 1 or 2 more scores, and then maybe put some ice on your legs and get ready to have a nice weekend, possibly. Anything can happen in the second half, but for Vernal, if you want to come out here maybe just throwing up those 50-50 balls is the only thing that you can do to Garcia and to Logan. That's the only thing that's really worked for you so far at this point. The rushing attack, not so much, getting eaten up by the interior defensive line and the front seven of Mountain Crest. It's really been those corners and the safeties that you've been able to pick on a little bit. Here is Lishman set to take the kickoff away, and then we'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Flag is on the play, and there's a big collision right near the 33-yard line from the front line. I don't know if that was Puma Huerta that's going to get called for that, but we'll see. Bear River, yeah, it's going to be a personal foul against Mountain Crest. And a little bit of an update around the region. Bear River leads at halftime 70-0 over Cottonwood. Granger leads Logan 28-6. And a variety of other scores I'm trying to get to. Morgan beaten up on Skyview as well. So there's some blowouts happening throughout the region, some in favor of the Region 11 teams, some not so much in favor. What I'm really surprised, not really surprised, but pretty crazy to think about is Morgan coming and just really taking it to Skyview in a bad way. Here comes first down and 10. Woods fakes the pass, throws it out to the left, and it will be incomplete. And with the score being the way that it is, the clock will continue to run for us in this second half, and I think that would be to the benefit of Uintah. Tough go in the early goings of this one. Have left a pretty big bruise, 56-8. Pass intended for, I believe, Logan in the flat on the left-hand side. Back to the line again. Second down and 10. Woods with two running backs offset to his right. Pressure coming from the edge. They're going to hand it off the middle, and a couple Mountain Crest players wrap around the shoulder blades of the running back and bring him down for a gain of 1. Herd of Mustangs. Yes, you heard that right, a herd of Mustangs. I think that's the proper terminology. Third down and 9 for Uintah. Third down and 9. As Woods steps up, fakes the pass. He's got pressure in his face, and he's takes a pop to the mouth by Puma Huerta. That one did not look like it felt very good. No protection on the right-hand side for Woods as he'll scamper off to the sideline. Fourth down and 9 coming up. And that just immediate pressure off the edges. As Woods tried to roll into it, Puma Huerta put one right into his chin, sent him to the ground. Set to receive for the Mustangs is Isom. Owen Isom with his cleats set at his own 25. Snap into the chest of Garcia, and that one's going to take a high sky up in the air. It will bounce backwards for a net positive punt of 6 yards. Garcia just kind of launched that one into space, and it hung up there for a while and then came right back down. If it were not for the rotation of the earth, I don't know if it would have been able to go. First down and 10 for Mountain Crest at the Uintah 42-yard line. Trips to the near side. Larson will get the snap, fake it, get the quick toss to Passy, who runs backwards and gets tackled down by a defensive back. He's going to lose 2 on the play. Josh Elstrom brings down Passy in the backfield. You know, Passy had an initial gain of 3 yards, but then ran 5 yards backwards. Second down and 12 for the Mustangs with a running back to either side of Larson. Passy in the slot. They'll give it off to Eggberg with the lead blocker of Uintah. He'll fall forward for a gain of about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 6 coming up. Third down and 6 coming up for the Mustangs. Carter Egbert, again, just kind of one of those power runners. I love Carter's ability to see the initial hole and then just drive through it. Going full bore into that thing. 2 running backs set for Larson. 5 yards in the backfield, gets it quickly to his chest. He'll hand off to Uintah. Egbert seals the corner. Flag comes out for a hold, and Uintah takes a couple of nice moves, and he'll scamper into the end zone. Unfortunate that this thing is going to come back. Flag on the play. And it came out early. Holding against the Mustangs. It's going to be on the left tackle, Siosi Tupuola. So the 38-yard scamper from Uintah is taken away. That was going to be his second TD run of the night. But he's going to have to earn it the hard way after the penalty from the offensive line. 3rd down and 15. Up at the 48-yard line of Uintah. Update coming in for Skyview is they've closed the gap against Morgan 35-17 with 11:47 left in the 4th. Third down and very long for Mountain Crest. Twins to either side, and a flag comes out from the back-end judge, and he's going to say delay of game. Mountain Crest does not get the snap off, so why not add another 5 yards to it? 3rd down and 20 coming up for the Mustangs. Larson's going to get set back up, and now they have a new game clock. Long ball, moon ball coming in down the middle, and it's going to be caught. No! Dropped right in the breadbasket. Cannot be brought in by Kai Passy. It would have been an easy 1st down. Could not have handed it to him any better. 4th down and 20 now for the Mustangs, and they'll bring out the punt unit for what I believe is the first time tonight, other than the time that the roughing the punter penalty came in the first quarter. So the first punt, if this stands, for the Mustangs. Dropped pass by Kai Passy. Motion from the Mustangs to the right side of the formation. Rugby punt, and that one goes high up in the air, very similar to Garcia's punt a moment ago. It will take a friendlier bounce and will advance beyond the 1st down marker for a net gain of about 22 yards. 1st down and 10 for the Utes coming up. After this is sides swap. Clock will roll as we get ready for the second possession for the Utes in the 3rd quarter. 56-8 if you're just joining us here. Mountain Crest has been on fire offensively, been very stellar defensively as well. Keeping in mind that this is a Uintah squad that scored 38 points and went into overtime against a very good Murray team last week. It's a testament to how good this Mountain Crest defense has been. Woods in the gun. And we get a flag on the play. Comes from the back line judge, and it will be a delay of game call again. So one delay of game against Mountain Crest, the other against Uintah. And this play clock has been running quick and fast here in the 3rd quarter. 10 seconds to snap it now. Woods in the gun. He's going to fake it up the middle, pitch it to the left. This time a little bit of space, closed out quickly by Mountain Crest and just being eaten up by number 31, Tayton Page. 4:30 remaining here in the third quarter. It was a good read, but a loss regardless. A loss of 2 actually on the pitch. Tight trips to the far side. Ball on the near hash. Woods will get the 5-step drop, pop it out, and it will be dropped again. There's no initial whistle, and they're going to say that that was a backwards pass that the ball gets fallen on. Now they're going to say incomplete after thinking about it a little bit more. Uintah quickly to the line. Fake again. Pressure in the face and a sack coming in. Defensive end around the corner beats the right tackle. Nathan Wells brings down Woods, and that was the 4th down play. Mountain Crest offense will take over inside the Uintah 10. Wells with the quick. Wells not necessarily the biggest per se, and we have a injured Uintah Ute out on the field. Didn't quite see what happened. There was a away from the play. Is that Woods? I can't tell. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this. Mountain Crest leads 56-3 with 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this message from our sponsors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castelite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castelite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
There's nothing quite like a great...
We bring you back into the sports broadcast booth. That is number 8 for Uintah, Zayton Luan, the wide receiver who was shaken up on the play. Punt coming up for Uintah, and I apologize. I initially said that that was 4th down. It was not. This one is 4th down, and the punt will come off. Garcia gets a better beat on this one, and it will go across the 50 as Isom not able to track it down in time, and it will roll into Mountain Crest territory at the 45-yard line. Clock will stop as the possession arrow changes for these teams. Not a whole lot to write home about, at least in this third quarter. Both Uintah and Mountain Crest having at least one chance. Uintah's had 2, and not a whole lot to go off of offensively. Good defense by both teams. A 40-yard rushing touchdown for Puma Huerta called back on a holding penalty. Here's the pitch to the right-hand side. Here's Puma again. He's going to cut up the hole, and maybe he's going to get this one. No, caught up by the shoestring tackle by his sibling numerals for Uintah, number 17, Ethan Sharp. And that was the last person that was going to stop Puma from hitting his head on the goalpost. First down, Mountain Crest to the 40 of Uintah. 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. Larson with trips to the near side. They're going to pitch it to the opposite way. This time it's Carter Egbert's turn, and he's going to patiently wait and get behind his lineman up near the first down marker to the 31-yard line. And they're going to give him to the 30. And they'll give him the first down. Clock runs. Tight bunch set, or rather trips to the right-hand side again. Larson will get the snap, hand it off to Ramos. Grabbed around the ankles, and Ramos taking people for a ride as well as he gets about 8. How he does not get brought down, I don't know. They get wrapped around his legs, and you think, oh, surely he'll topple over. No, keeps on going. It's a workhorse, an ox. Insert whatever strong animal you want, metaphor-wise here. That's what it is. Ramos. Second down and 2. Egbert to the left of Larson in the gun. This time a pass as Larson looks. He's going to give the short one here, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for number 4, McCray Crofts. Third down and 3. Crofts had a good beat on it, had a chance for sure, but did not bring it in. Reset and spot of the ball, 16 seconds on the play clock. Larson with an offset back. They're going to hand it off to Wells. He's going to use his speed to get around the right-hand side, cut up near the 20, and get brought down to the 15. Ethan Sharp again on the tackle. Another Mustang first down on this one, and Mountain Crest is going to let this one roll into the third quarter. That allows us to take a quick break as we get ready for the final stretch of action. Mountain Crest looking to put a little cherry on top here and get ready for the fourth. We'll come back right after a quick break from our sponsors. Big shout out to our friends sponsoring Mountain Crest Athletics, including Castelite and DD Auto and Salvage. We'll be right back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustang.
Welcome back to Lynn R. Miller Field. Mountain Crest takes over at the start of the fourth quarter. Clock will run as we get ready for the final stretch here. Larson to hand off to Egbert, who goes up the A-gap, pushes the pile forward for a gain of about 7. Great push by that offensive line of Mountain Crest. They've been stellar tonight outside of 1 or 2 holding calls. It's been a fairly clean game by both sides. Hard hitting. Speaking of hard hitting, there's been a few little injuries for both teams. We'll kind of update you on that after this play. Same type of toss to Egbert, and he's got a beat to the end zone. Into the end zone he goes on the half-back dive. Working off to the right side. Touchdown, Mountain Crest. Pushes it up to 62-8. Carter Egbert this time getting in on the action. That one was from about, what'd you say, 9 yards out? Brenton Leishman Lishman. Bobbled snap. Kick is blocked. Kick is blocked. We'll take one more. We'll actually go ahead and keep it here. The touchdown run by Carter Egbert. That's the first miss by Lishman today. Oh, PAT, no good. All right. 62-8. We'll go ahead and keep it here. This has been, a whole lot for Mountain Crest. That's an honest mistake. Leishman. I know I married one, but frankly, it's, it is what I want it to be in the moment. Brenton Lishman. It depends. It's a different flavor, and some people go by different ones. Yeah, for sure. How about you point at the action right here? 11:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Brenton Lishman gets ready to boot it off of his right foot and give it back to Uintah with 11:16 remaining. Ball high up in the air. This will be returnable if they choose to do so, and they do. Fielded at the 10-yard line, going out to the far sideline and cutting up, taking out one leg and then falling forward for a gain up to the 25. A Mountain Crest Mustang comes up a little bit hobbled. That's Brock Hunter. Brock Hunter was the one that had our pick six earlier in the game. There's been a few fun pick sixes by different players at this Mountain Crest field. I had a pick six on homecoming back in, I think, 2015. No, 2014. 2014. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Other than the fact it was 64 yards for a touchdown. All right, here comes Vernal. Trips to the near side. Handoff up the middle. Good patient run, lowering the shoulder and making some room on the plow is the running back for Uintah. Brought down by number 42. Jake Depilio. Second down and 6. Trips to the near side. Under 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Handoff again. Same type of play, same type of run again, and that will pick up about 3 for Uintah. New quarterback in there. It looks like that is that Lujan? Different personnel for Uintah as Woods is not back at quarterback. Third down and 3. Number 6, excuse me. Stetson Merkley looks like is the quarterback. Pitching it out to the right-hand side does not fool Mountain Crest. That will be a loss of 6. Bringing the pain on that one was number 23, Colton Kennington, I believe. 22, Isaac Longoria, excuse me. Fourth down and 9 for Uintah. Fourth down and 9, snap into the body. Quick toss to the near side and coming back towards the ball, but incomplete. Intended for number 81. Anthony Payne. Turnover on downs as the Mountain Crest offense will go out, and I'm going to assume that we might see a different look from the Mountain Crest offense as a couple of offensive starters will take a seat. Eight minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Good run time and a good look for the JV squad. Kai Passy late to the huddle. 6 seconds, and they're going to bump the play clock up so that they can get this good look going here. More players coming in for Mountain Crest as they're not quite ready for this JV squad to go out. They've got 15 seconds. They better hurry. Out at quarterback is Brady Muir. He's got 2 touchdowns to his name today. Going to hand off to the right-hand side to Wells. Good seal off from Passy. Wrapped around at the ankles near the 16. Good run from Wells. Got a gain of 10. Brady Muir tonight caught a 45-yard touchdown pass from Braden Larson and ran it in. And actually caught 2. Touchdown pass from Larson, twice, and a rush. First down and 10 from the 16. Fake, no, give it to Wells off the left-hand side near the 10. Gain of 5.
That should say
62-8 is your score here in Hiram. Mountain Crest leads with the final waning minutes of the fourth quarter going on. 6:01. This has been a lot faster fourth quarter, or rather second half, as Muir swaps the running back from the right side to the left. Fakes it, sets back to pass, pressure in his face. He's going to throw a heave to the corner of the end zone. No, just underneath and incomplete, and we're going to have a penalty near the 20. Holding against the offense. I will push back the Mountain Crest offense. We'll get you an update to other scores around the region here. Skyview has cut it to within 11 with 6:21 remaining. Ridgeline up 32-0 over Park City with 7 minutes left to go in the third. And Bear River, last we heard, is up 77-0 going into the fourth quarter against Cottonwood. Springville up 19-3 over Green Canyon. Muir, delayed handoff to the right-hand side. Up the middle goes the running back, and he gets the gain to the original place where they were prior to the holding penalty. That's number 23, Colton Kennington. Third down and 5 for the Mustangs. Looking to add one more onto what has been a very dominant performance for Mountain Crest so far. 4:31 remaining in the game. Muir. 2 wide receivers to either side of the set. Gets the snap, hands it off to the right-hand side, and Kennington follows behind a couple different linemen. He's going to be close to the line to gain. And they're going to stop the clock so that they can measure, and we're just going to go ahead and say first down, our white hat. No. It's going to be about a yard short, says our far sideline judge. Fourth down. Update now for the Logan game. It is Granger 54, Logan 19 in the fourth quarter. Fourth down and 1. Muir and the Mountain Crest offense going to stay out there. Gets the snap, handed off to Kennington, who goes to the right, and he does not. I don't think he's going to get the line to gain. No, he does not. Turnover on downs as Uintah makes the stand that they need. Late in the fourth quarter, they'll take over with about 3:20 remaining, and I imagine this will be the last offensive possession for either team in this one. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show will give you a wrap-up of all the scoring summary, what Mountain Crest did well tonight, what we can look forward to next week. And we'll also talk a little bit about the scores around the region and our player of the game. It'll be a fun one here. We'll give you a nice little recap of what's going on. Until then, Uintah will take the field with quads to the far side. Holding on and reading into the teeth of the defense. Quarterback keep and a loss of 2. Second down and a loss of almost 3 or 4 on the play. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining. This game all but wrapped up. The remaining schedule for Mountain Crest this year, they're going to take the win against Uintah. They'll move to 2-0 on the season. Up next will be a game versus Logan next week. That will be here on Friday at 7 p.m. Logan right now being beat 54-19 against Granger. Here comes a middle of the road draw play from Uintah. Picks up about 6. And another pick 6 by Ridgeline. That has them leading Park City 39-0. Third down and 9. Uintah, fake, toss, right-hand side. Good comeback and a good catch by the wide receiver on the far side. Looks like Ty Turner on the reception. It'll be 4th down and 1 for Uintah. .70 seconds left here in the game. Big 4th down for the JV squads, either JV squad. The big one here. Handoff, right side, no. Quarterback keep up the middle, and it's going to be probably enough for a 1st down, a gain of 1. That will be enough for Stetson Merkley. That will move the chains, and we'll work our way into the final 45 seconds of this game. Post-game show coming up to you in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll review some stats, the scoring summary, what Mountain Crest did well, and the upcoming schedule for the Mustangs. They will host Logan next week here on Friday. Woods, toss to the far side, and it will be incomplete. Ty Turner. One more play for Uintah. Woods will get the snap, ball in between his legs. He'll fall on top of it, and that is how the game will end. Mountain Crest wins 62-8 over Uintah in a dominant performance, both offensively and defensively. All good things all around. We'll come back to you for our player of the game. Get you some more action here in this one. Don't go anywhere. Final score, 62-8. Post-game show coming up right after this.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Fox Pest Control, Lindsay Landscaping, Heritage Auto, JM Concrete, Pool Orthodontics, Visionary Homes, Cook and Solder Foot and Ankle, Wasatch Tailor-Made Builders. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
All right, welcome back here to Hiram, Utah. Your final score from Mountain Crest, MC 62, Uintah 8. Mustangs rolled to 2-0 on the season. 2 dominant performances. Fantastic look offensively and defensively for the Mustangs. We'll run through the scoring summary. It was early and often for Mountain Crest. 2 back-to-back goal line rushes, one by Brady Muir, the other one by Puma Huerta. In the second quarter, a 9-yard touchdown pass from Larson to Muir. Second quarter was a time for a lot of scoring for really Mountain Crest and Uintah's only score. A 20-yard pick 6 by Brock Hunter. A 45-yard touchdown pass from Larson to Muir made it 35-0, and then we got a whole lot of other scores here. 15-yard touchdown pass, Larson to Olson. 7-yard touchdown pass, Larson to Olson with 3:49 left in the second quarter. 2:26 left in the second quarter, a 70-yard touchdown bomb from Larson Olson. That is our player, or rather our play of the game. I'm going to give it to Larson and Olson there. Just a electric 70-yard toss. And then in the fourth quarter, Carter Egbert taps it and runs it in from 9 yards out. The PAT was no good, leading us to our final score of 62-8. The lone score for Uintah comes off a 57-yard touchdown pass that was all Romeo Garcia. A little bit of a recap tonight. If you're tuning in, Mountain Crest dominated. Braden Larson led this team into battle, was cool, calm, and collected, threw for well over, I believe, 200-plus yards. A high percentage completion. They took a lot of things underneath. The Mountain Crest wide receivers looked fantastic. They caught a lot of balls tonight. Only one standout drop that I can remember, and I think that was from Kai Passy. And not to call out Kai, but it was a lot different than what they saw back in East a week ago. A lot better on the capitalization, able to catch the ball and get things going. Great all-around win for Mountain Crest tonight. As we look forward to the coming weeks, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about what we see here for Mountain Crest. They will host Logan next week here at 7 p.m., after which they'll take Ridgeline on at Ridgeline. That one, you might need to get your tickets early and often at that game in Ridgeline, and it might be a big one, considering all things. We could have two undefeated teams going into that game in Ridgeline possibly, but don't overlook Logan. That's going to be a big game coming up for Mountain Crest next week. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Your final wrap-up scores from around the region. Let me go ahead and see what I got here. Ridgeline 39, Park City 0 going into the fourth quarter. Final score from Green Canyon, Springville 27, Green Canyon 9. Well, actually, Green Canyon, I believe, is in Springville tonight. Fourth quarter, Granger leads Logan 54-19. I have not gotten an update on the score for Skyview and Morgan, although Skyview cut it closer to what it was than before. Scored a lot in the fourth quarter. Ridgeline, of course, beaten up on Park City, and then Bear River, I believe, beat Cottonwood 77-0. We appreciate your time here. We got an update. Skyview still 27, Morgan 35. On behalf of all of us here at CashValleyDaily.com, we say thank you for joining us here, and we say until next time, go Mustangs.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on Cache Valley Daily.